What's up, traders? It's Trader Sham. So let's have a look on the GBPJPY. So here I have picked up the 1 hour time frame, and also I have identified an important structure. So right now I am on the 1 hour time frame. So here this price action which the GBPJPY has created right now on the 1 hour time frame has confirmed a breakout, which is a trend breakout. So once I connect these high lows, I have identified that the price has confirmed a bearish breakout away from this trend line. Since that, also I have identified that this price action is perfectly aligning inside the bullish channel, where we can connect these high lows and the high highs. So it is perfectly aligning inside this channel, or the upper boundary and the lower boundary. So as long as the price has confirmed the bearish breakout, we had a previous price attempt that has caused the price to reverse back towards the following breached lower boundary, as it is very clear that this is a breakout and then a pullback that has been taken place on the GBPJPY. But still the price is a little bit struggling around this level, which is probably a support identified or a demand zone. So I will be labeling that as the demand zone. Since the price has dumped to the downside with the reversal or the retest, then we see another rejection, which is possibly forming up some wicks on the 1 hour time frame, and we have candles closed above this GBPJPY demand identified on the 1 hour time frame. Since that is being played out as a demand zone, we have no confirmation of a breakout to the downside. So I'm expecting the price to show up a bearish breakout or a candle closing below this demand zone in order to expect this bearish momentum to continue to the downside. So since we have no confirmation of a candle closing on the 1 hour and also on the 4 hour time frame, I will be remaining and will hold up my short positions, since as also I have forgot that to mention that I have already taken up a short trade for GBPJPY, but still the trade is still running on profit, but still it is not showing up a good potential move to the downside, since we have this demand zone identified on the 1 hour time frame. And also we see that this trend line, which has created on the 1 hour time frame, is the responsible price level, or this is the responsible point or the responsible level which has caused the GBPJPY to dump to the downside. And also it is very clear that the price has already respected this trend line or the bearish trend. Since that has been respected, we have the price reverse back towards the demand zone, but still we see a potential move back to the upside. And also the current candle on the 1 hour time frame, it is very clearly creating a bullish candle right now, but it is also possible to close on the bearish biased momentum, but still we are seeing a supported price action. So we have to confirm a candle closing below this demand zone, and it should be on the 1 hour or the 4 hour time frame. As long as we cannot just take out and we cannot just rely upon short time frame confirmations, since we have these wicks formed very strong at the moment, and also this is confirming that we have a huge buying pressure. But this can be a short-term biased buying level. So but still, once the price breaks to the downside, we can expect a correction that is as expected to happen based on the bearish breakout, right? So at the moment, the short entry that I have picked up here is expected to meet around this retracement levels, since we have these lows being aligned with perfectly on the 50% on the Fibonacci retracement. So this level is where I am expecting the price to drop down once the price confirms the bearish breakout over this demand zone. So for the moment, we have to wait for the price to confirm a bearish breakout on this demand zone in order to expect a dump to the downside, right? So at the moment, we have no confirmation, so we have to look over this price action in order to identify the future possibilities. So here we have the bearish confirmation, but still it is not showing up a huge potential of a bearish movement to the downside, since we have a struggling price level which is held close to this area, so which I have picked up and highlighted. So we have to wait for the price to confirm a bearish breakout. By then, once the price confirms, then we can expect a downside momentum back towards the following level, or even the 38% on the Fibonacci retracement is a good target that we can initiate over the short entry. So I have the entry taken up around this breakout that has been taken place. Once the price has confirmed the bearish breakout, I have been taken out my short entry, and also I am targeting this level, and also I have kept my invalidation point just above this wick or the swing high that we have seen close to this area. So I believe that it is very clear for you to identify these levels. So this is where I have kept my invalidation point or the stop loss, so which is right above this swing high and also somewhere close to 150 pips. So it is basically a good number and also a good length based on the swing strategy, but still I have my positions running on a short very little profits, but still I believe that we may have a dump to the downside in the near future. So I will be moving back to the 4-hour time frame just to show you guys how the price is reacting over the 4-hour time frame. So I will just move this to the back, and then I will be removing this circle. And here it is very clear that this recently created 4-hour candle is just respecting this demand zone, and also even on the previous attempt we have seen this low has been respected, and also we see that just a little above, right? So here this low has been respected, so that's the case where we have seen the wick formed. The candle has got closed above the low that we have taken up or considered right here. So this is the low. So I'll be yeah, so I believe that this is right now very clear. So this is the low that I have considered here on the demand zone. So once this low is considered, we can see that the previous price attempt that has been taken place after the right after the breakout, we see that the price managed to respect this low, so that we see the candles has got closed above the low that has formed with over here. So since that this demand zone is appearing to be a strong level, we see the recent candle or the current candle that is being printed right on the 4-hour time frame is also respecting at the moment. So I believe that we may have a bullish reversal in order to retest back towards this trend line, or else once the price confirms a bullish breakout to the upside, then we may see another bullish momentum to the upside in order to create a structure which is likely to be about M pattern, right? So once if the price hits back towards my entry, then I will be exiting with a break-even entry, since I have placed my and also moved my stop losses below my entry. So it is a very safe move to be done at the moment, since we are seeing a struggling price level. By any chance, if I am lucky enough to hold my positions, and also if my positions are lucky enough to be remain active, as long as the price is not getting hit towards the break-even price, and then if the price shows up a bearish breakout and also a continuation to the downside, then I will be very lucky to hold up my short positions. So the reason why I have taken up the short position on the breakout confirmation is, as since I have identified that we have a very strong supply zone identified on the 4-hour time frame, and so here this level of supply is proving to be very strong, as long as we see that previous price action has dumped the GBPJPY very strongly to the downside. So this confirmation or this price action is much convincing for me to hold my short positions with the breakout confirmation, as long as we have this bullish channel breakout and also the retracement which is held up close to the key level is very much convincing, and also these are the valid confirmations that I was expecting. So we have two possibilities always in any trading activity, so this can be go right or wrong. By any chance, if the price breaks above this trend line, so I will be moving back to the 1-hour time frame, since the trend line is very much clear on the 1-hour time frame. So I will be removing this as well, so it is not needed for this analysis, since that is my personal take. So by any chance, if the price shows up a bullish breakout away from this trend line, which is on the hourly time frame, since I have connected these lower highs and created this trend line, by any chance if the price confirms the bullish breakout away from this trend line, then we may see a continuation to the upside, and which is probably hitting back towards the my stop loss area or the invalidation point. So I will not end up with a loss, as since I have break even my trade already. By any chance, if the price confirms a bullish breakout away from this trend line, then we have a chance of seeing another revisit back towards the following supply zone. So this supply zone is very strong at the moment, but still we have a chance of breaking above this level as well. But let's see how the price will react over the period. So I will surely update you guys on this GBPJPY. And also I have identified a good structure on GBPNZD. So let's have a look on that pair now. So welcome back. So here is the GBPNZD analysis, and here also I have identified a good looking structure, and I will be starting off with the major resistance level or the supply zone identified on the 1-hour time frame or on the 4-hour time frame. It is very clear on the 4-hour, so I will be moving back to the 4-hour time frame. So since the price has respected this high as a sell zone, and also it is very clear that this level has a very significant amount of selling pressure where active sellers are being played, as since we see a huge dump to the downside, and also the recent visit back towards the supply zone has already created a reversal With that reversal being considered, also I have identified another important structure. So once I have connected these higher lows, right, so on this bullish trend I have identified or witnessed a nice looking bearish breakout on the 1 hour or 4 hour time frame. So it is very clear that this trend has already bridged to the downside, and also on the previous attempt we have a fake out, but still that is being kept aside. We see that these valid lower highs has been connected with this channel, and also this bullish channel has confirming that it is bridged to the downside, so we have a bearish confirmation. So with the bearish confirmation, we see that we have a potential move back to the downside. So basically the same theory like how we have discussed on the GBPJPY, we expect a downside shift to the downside, right? So we expect a broad shift to the downside, so which is basically somewhere close to this low, right? This is the low that I'm expecting first of all, because we have this trend line being active at the moment, as since we have this low and also an extending low which has been created with a fake out over here over this bullish channel. As since we have that low connected, we have this expanding trend line identified, so we have a chance of seeing another revisit back towards the following trend line, and also which can be probably retesting back towards this low. The reason why I have picked up this low is we have this support identified, and also the next price action has also respected this low as a support or a demand zone, so we can clearly identify. And also, which is importantly, on the 4 hour time frame we have the active buyers being reacting over the sellers, so we have the wicks and also a reversal happened to the upside. So based on the price action, we have the bearish breakout, but still we have a very limited and also a not much very lengthy target, but still we have a decent amount of pips that we can be targeted close to this low, so which is likely to be around 100 pips, right? So this is a nice trade, but still we have to be cautious, and also we have a chance of seeing upside momentum since we have been identified. I will be moving back to the 1 hour time frame. So we have identified that the recent price action on mostly upon on the GBP pairs, we see that GBP is reacting as a bullish price action or a bullish bias right at the moment. By any chance, if the price moves back inside this trend and expect this to be created as a low support, and then we may see an invalidation of this idea. So by any chance, if the price creates a price action or a trend move to the upside, and also a low will be tested around this area which has been acted as a support based on the trend line, then this short entry idea or the trade setup that we have initiated based on the breakout will get invalidated. So for the moment we are seeing a healthy reversal or a retest around this level, as since we have not yet visited towards the following demand zone, and also it is importantly we have a room that has been created away from this lows after connecting these two lows, right? So we have this expanded trend line identified which is completely away from the bullish channel, so we have a room left, so which is probably this can be a very strong support. With that considered, we may see a downward price shift, so we are expecting the price to continue the bearish momentum to the downside. So here I believe that the analysis is very clear right now. So we have the breakout confirmation, and also we can have this trend which is basically around here. So we have these highs connected, so as if the price goes for invalidation over this structure or the trade plan, then we have to confirm whether if the price has breached to the upside away from this trend line, and also if the price has moved back inside this low and also the trend line, right? So I believe that the trade planning for GBPNZD also very clear. So also I have taken up a nice entry for the GBPNZD based on the breakout confirmation, but still this is, at the moment we are seeing a bullish reversal back towards the entry level, but still we are waiting with a hope that the price will move back towards the lows and also test these lows that which the price has already created, and also this trend line. So if the price will go for a low and also to retest back towards the following trend line, then we will be having a nice profit. So which is, as I have said earlier, it will be around 100 to 120 pips, right? So this is the trade idea for the GBPNZD, and also I have shared the idea for the GBPJPY as well. So I believe that this analysis is useful, and also I believe that the concepts and also the confirmations that I have showed up here is very clear to you with this analysis. And if you feel this analysis is useful, and make sure to hit the thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel, and see you next time. Bye bye.